Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. We'll be explaining to you how you can write your first program if you've never programmed before, and even if you have, this might teach you something small. This is a small video that I hope will be easy to digest, especially for people who have never programmed before. So let's start by creating a document. Click here and click new text document. So let's call it like maybe web page or YouTube, right? YouTube.text. But here's the thing, we want it to be .html for now, and I'll explain why. HTML, and we say yes. So the reason I wanted it to be .html is if it was a plain text file, let's do that again. If it was a plain text file like that, it would be, as you can see, the HTML file is detected as a web page, but the text file is just a regular text file. So the reason I do that is because, for example, if you go to Twitter and so this is my Twitter. Okay, looks like I haven't logged in. But if you click here and click inspect, you'll see that this web page is of a type of HTML. So yeah, if we want to use a web page, we will use a type of HTML, right? So let's close that. So let's delete this and let's edit this one. We click open with. If you want to edit it, you must open it with an editor. Let's use Notepad, which should come with Windows, and there should be variations of it on MacBooks and on Linux OS. So let's come here and type some code. So the first code we'll type is doc type HTML. So that's a tag that shows that this is a HTML file. Second, let's begin a section of HTML and let's close it. Let's end it, right? So you see, we need to organize code in that kind of way. You need to be able to show where something starts and where something ends, right? And we need to also have sections so that the browser can know what it's looking at. So let's for example have a body, and let's close it. Never forget to close the body. Now let's say we had a head here, and all of these are, I'm not coming up with them. These are standard ways of writing HTML. I will show you where to read that kind of information. So in the body, let's just have something simple like a paragraph, and a paragraph is written in a tag called P, and let's call it, this is my first HTML, no, actually first web page, right? That looks good. And we save and we close and we try to see it again. And on the website, you can see, on the web page, you can see that it says that, right? So let's go back to our file and edit again. Open with Notepad. So HTML is not a programming language because really it's not changing the state of things, right? You give it some data or you give it some some code and it will look exactly like how you left it. It's not changing the state of anything. So, but HTML is useful because it enables us to inject a programming language called JavaScript. Let me show you where that comes in. Go to twitter.com. Let's see, you see these things like the X and the happening now and the join today and all these, those are HTML, right? But they don't change anything. But when we click a button, for example, that's where the programming language comes in because something changes, right? So let's click here and view page source. And when we go all to the bottom, we should see this part, script, right? So the script is now the program that now is used to do things. And I will show you how we can write our own scripts. Let's close these and let's write a script Let's write a script. Let's write it. Okay, let's begin by first writing it on that same file here. And it also needs its own tag. And let's do that. And we say, we close it. And let's say console.log. We just wrote some Java script. Nice. All right. So we will run this page again. And as soon as the page loads, you wonder, where did what we just wrote go? So you click here and you say inspect again. And when you come here where it says console, you will see what we just wrote. We just wrote some JavaScript. And there you go. That's our first program. So thank you. In the next video, I'll be teaching you how we can do some more stuff with that program and how we can write that program in a different file so that we don't mix up the kind of the logic of how things are done and the UI, the user interface, that is the visuals of what we're seeing will be separate from the logic. All right, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.